What's going on, YouTube? Culturedog Sam Hatch back here with the final for now at least, LaserDisc update video in this September series. And this is going to be a short one. We only have a handful of titles, but it's kind of an extension of the box sets release because I got a couple Hi-Vision MUSE discs, which were packaged in box set-ish, digibook-ish form. You'll see in a second. So I figured we'll give these their own little video. I mentioned in my, if you check out my Sony MUSE Saga video, with the help of the people from 4K ADI on Facebook and LaserDisc Forever on Facebook, and of course Peter Biancardi and Bill DeLeo, we were able to get my Sony MUSE HILC2EX up and running. So now that I have the capability, and I also have a Sony MSC 3000 MUSE decoder, so now that I have everything I need to actually watch and listen to these films, well, I might need something more to listen to them properly. We'll get into that at some other point. But I figured I might as well start grabbing some. So the first one, I probably showed in some other videos before, and you've seen them if you've watched the LaserDisc podcast video as well. But this one Peter actually sent me before my player was working. It's one of the few Hi-Vision LDs that has a tendency to rot. And it's got speckles that are, somewhat distracting, but not really bad. It's still, watchable, and sometimes you even almost forget about it. But it's, something that he was looking to replace. So he said, all right, I'll just send you a copy of this so that when you do get it working, or you want to test a disc, you'll at least have a MUSE disc to test out the functionality. So that is, of course, Legends of the Fall. Used collectors love the bags that these came with because they have, instead of, there's never an Obi strip, but in lieu of an Obi strip, you have, what we call the Obi sticker. There's at least a little bit of a sticker with information about the film. And we were just talking about the podcast too, on the back of these usually, because they have these nice resealable bags, what they would always call Japanese style resealable bags in record collector circles. But they have these Hi-Vision Software Corporation stickers. We were trying to figure out who the Hi-Vision Software Corporation is, and it seems to be some sort of distributor or something to that effect. So we were saying, obviously if you have these stickers, it even increases the resolution. But I always thought these were pretty fascinating because they really went overboard on the packaging, because essentially they're the same size as LaserDiscs, and this is just a 2-disc set, so you could easily just cram these in a gatefold, or just even a 2-disc 1-pocket jacket. But they really went for the gusto on these, and I always joke that these remind me of with the gold, like an old box of Valentine's Day chocolates. You got a Russell Stover sampler of beautiful Hi-Vision LD goodness. Leave it to Columbia Pictures to find a way to make even MUSE discs rot. But yeah, like I mentioned before, it's 2 discs, so that's just the outer slip cover. So you take that off and you can get your box of chocolates on the inside. It's just the same artwork on both. It does come with a very small booklet with the cast and crew on the back side, and a little bit of breakdown of each on there, and some information about the chapter breaks. This does have, what's this have for audio? I think this has MUSE A audio, which is the 3.1 4-channel stereo. So it was actually a discrete, it was like a different resolution, different sampling rate than normal PCM audio on LaserDisc. But and this came out before AC3. This was a 1995 release, so AC3 had been released already on LaserDisc, but it was also an alternate discrete surround format, but it just has a mono surround. And then it also does have an EFM stereo Dolby surround track as well, so you can listen to it through your regular audio outs or an optical out or something to that effect, and just decode it with Dolby Pro Logic. So you got a couple options there. But yeah, the 4-channel stereo is interesting. We've gotten into this in the podcast and some other things about how difficult that is to implement with modern receivers. But it's a pretty fascinating challenge. And the way I have it set up right now is, sadly, I can create a subwoofer channel from it, but the only thing I can't do is because it bypasses all of my processing in my processor before going to my amplifier. So it can't I can't do any kind of other bass management or raise or lower levels or do any kind of weird intricate thing. So it's just kind of like I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with. But that said, it's pretty fun, and it sounds fine for now. But yeah, so it's got the same jacket on each individual media book here, these digibooks. And again, with the super gold, you got Brad looking super happy. Tristan is such a douche. And yeah, it's got these. Let's see if we can get this whole. Yeah, this digibook insert. It's similar-ish to the. What were the Digipack ones? FX2, Silence of the Lambs, and what was the other one? The Accused or something? I think maybe something like that. But yeah, so it's just looks like a normal LaserDisc, but it's got high definition video on it. Try not to break these. And there's disc 2. This one has the gang on the back. So again, Tristan is a douche, just in case you were wondering. So that's Legends of the Fall. And then my buddy Bill was upgrading this one, so he sold me his hand-me-down copy of Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, this is fun. It's funny because I just watched this LD maybe about a month or two ago. Not this LD, but the Columbia release that came out in the mid-90s when they reissued the thing, and it was like the remastered one that had a different scan, I think, than the Criterion one that had been dropped before. But and then everybody started watching Lawrence of Arabia, and I don't know, this just become like the cool movie to watch lately. I mean, not that it wasn't before. It's David Lean epic. So yeah, so this one doesn't have the Obi sticker or the Hi-Vision software stickers on the back, but yeah, whatever. Again, it's got the slip cover, and it looks like a box of chocolates. It's got Lawrence there on the front. Another Columbia Pictures release. This is also has A-mode 4-channel stereo 3.1 and EFM stereo that you can decode with Dolby Surround. This when did this come out? It was renewed in 1993 is when this disc came out. So yes, you heard that right. They were releasing high-definition LaserDiscs in Japan in 1993. So, and this one has restored director's cut in 70mm Dolby stereo. Nice insert. And the breakdown on the inside. And this must be disc 1. Same image as the outer sleeve. Got some pictures on the back, and same kind of layout on the inside. Oh, no, this is disc. This must be the second disc, because I think I saw side 3 there. And this must be the first one. Yes, this is the first one. It actually has the numbers on the spine there as well. It's pretty cool. They threw different pictures on the back, so that's nice. I'm really psyched to watch this because, as much as the Columbia disc I was watching, standard definition was nice. This is going to be fantastic. So, there you go, Lawrence. So, yeah, thanks to Bill for hooking that up. And finally, got to give a shout out to Bill and Peter. And, yeah, a bunch of us were trying to pick up a few discs that were selling on eBay not too long ago, and I ended up nabbing this one, Cliffhanger, which I'd actually had a chance to borrow Peter's copy that he was getting off of Bill, because I was like the middleman, so I was able to borrow a decoder and this disc and test it out for a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So now I know what to look for before I bought it. This does come with the Obi sticker, thankfully, and 2 software stickers there too, so you got full resolution. This is just a single disc, and it's got, as you can see, a little bit different design. It's got black borders on the top and bottom, but still got to have some of that Russell Stover's chocolate gold in there. Very stylish releases, and yeah, so there's the front art there. The back action, a little spinage. This has EFM audio that you can decode into Dolby Surround and A mode 4-channel stereo, 3-to-1. So you get that going. Yeah, this is what, motion picture 1993. What year was this? Also 1993. Yeah, it just says the motion picture. Yeah, this went for 20,600 yen back in the day. It does have this crazy inlay, or this booklet. Look at that. Looks like some sort of, no, sorry. Looks like some sort of crazy ass horror film or something. I don't know, like a Hellraiser sequel. Yeah, just bizarre stuff. I think they're going to Mordor. Throw the ring into Mount Doom. Little breakdown of cast and crew and track listings on the inside, or chapter listings. So you got that, and I did have a little coupon here asking me what I'm into and show me how to get the disc actually out of the case, so that's handy. And here's the inner Digipack, very, very glossy too. You probably can't really see as well on camera, but yeah, it's super glossy and cool looking. And on the inside, I do like sometimes they have these little pieces of cloth to really protect your gorgeous disc. It's got a write-up from Rennie Harlan, and then the disc, though, oh yeah, some of the spindle pieces broke on this thing on the hub, which is a bummer. But Rennie has to say, "Dear movie lover, I am sometimes asked how I choose which movie to make. I am usually drawn to a good story and interesting characters, but with regard to cliffhanger, there were some additional things that brought me to the decision. I love the big outdoors, and I was naturally drawn to this arena as a filmmaker," etc., etc. So yeah, some cliffhanger action. So that's it for the MUSE discs for now. I'm not planning on breaking the bank on buying a ton of these on the regular, but maybe here and there. And there's a few particular titles that I'm super zazzed to pick up. So yeah, whenever I can get a chance, I'll maybe add a few here and there along the way, and yeah, continue the MUSE journey. So there you go. That's the last of the updates for now. I do have, sadly, I think since I started these, I already got another couple discs on the way at least. So so yeah, we'll have another update within I'll wait for them to amass a little bit. So maybe in a couple weeks to a month or something like that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Cheers. Enjoy those LaserDiscs.